Bethesda just added the Enclave Faction to Fallout 4 as part of their free next-gen update. This video is going to cover the new quest and how to get all of the new weapons, armor sets, and power armor sets. And they've even added some Enclave settlement building items too. Here's a quick summary of everything we'll be getting in this video. Firstly, we have the Tesla Cannon, one of the most powerful energy weapons in the game that can be modified to either deal explosive energy damage or deal damage that jumps from enemy to enemy, damaging everything in the area. Secondly, we have the heavy Napalmer, which launches fireball projectiles that explode on impact, dealing mega damage to everything nearby. The quest also adds the best power armor in Fallout 4 for free, which is the Enclave XO2 Power Armor and the Hellfire Power Armor. Now, once fully upgraded to MK6, the XO2 Power Armor has the best physical and energy resistances in the game, and each armor piece has 2 mod slots. One you can upgrade with Tesla coils, which then deal additional energy damage to any nearby enemy. Overall, this makes it the best power armor in the entire game, once fully upgraded. On the other hand, we have the Hellfire Power Armor, with only slightly less health. On top of this, we also have newly added armor sets, starting with the never-seen-before Enclave Officer's Uniform. This outfit has 50 damage resistance, which is pretty good at the start of the game, especially since you can also wear a helmet with it. Unfortunately though, there's no Enclave Officer helmet, and since it can't be worn under armor, it actually falls off later in the game. But next we have the Enclave Combat Armor, and this actually comes in 3 different variants: standard, sturdy, and heavy combat armor, which has the highest armor rating. The variant you get actually depends on how high your character level is. I'll explain more about that in a moment. There's also a bunch of custom power armor paint jobs and weapon paint jobs with Enclave themes. There's lots of new settlement items, and I'll talk about those at the end of the video because there's quite a few to go through. So to actually start the Enclave questline, you need to get the quest Echoes of the Past. Now you can actually do this at level 1, since you'll get the quest as soon as you exit Vault 111 at the start of the game, or if you just load up a save after installing the next gen update. If you miss it for some reason, you can find the quest Echoes of the Past in your quest log. Just activate it and it will show you the quest marker on the map. And if you guys find this video helpful, please do leave a like on it. It really helps support the channel. So from Sanctuary, if we zoom out, we can go all the way to the east of the map. And just over here where the bypass road is, we can investigate the location of the missing caravan, not too far from the Slog or Dunwich Boars. And once we get here, we're going to find a heavily fortified Enclave base with some extremely powerful turrets and absolutely kitted out Enclave soldiers. So we can either approach them from range over here, but I actually recommend that we go over this bridge to the right, and then we attack them from above where this bypass location is. Here we can find the blood splatters and singe marks of where that caravan was attacked. And if we follow those blood splatters, it's going to lead us straight to the Enclave. So let's go ahead and enter sneak and see if we can get a sneak attack on these guys. You can see the caravan is right there that they killed. I am curious though, are they actually hostile?
We've got trouble.
Yep, they're immediately hostile. So we definitely can't join the Enclave, but can we kill them? Oh wow, come on. I've failed my sneak attack. Shoot him directly in the heads. Boom. Oh my god. Absolute neck breaker of a shot that was. Okay, I think we should take out this turret first because it's really annoying. And these guys are coming around behind us, which is great because we can kind of avoid them by just dropping back down here before they melt me into pieces. And this at least allows us to maintain some form of cover. Man, he's taking shots directly to the cranium without any issues. Get wrecked, gun. Oh my god, we shot the gun directly out of his hand. He's defenseless. Oh. That looks like it's very painful. We do not want to be hit by that. I want to take out his companion, though, in the distance there with a critical shot right to the chest. And boom. He actually disarmed him as well. Oh my god, he's gonna try and fist fight me. What are you doing? Look at the balls on this guy. I'm just gonna put him out of his misery with a critical hit to the cranium. And now we have the Hellfire Trooper to deal with. And I mean, this guy is absolutely kitted out. Let's go ahead and med up. And then I'm going to use spray and pay on him because that's going to ignore his armor and absolutely destroy it. My God. Maybe it wasn't worth destroying his entire armor set. So if we don't want to destroy the armor completely, we can just destroy his helmet, which is going to allow us to shoot him directly in the head, like so. And that's going to allow us to keep the rest of his armor set intact. This man has a bulletproof cranium, though. I didn't expect that. Get wrecked, son. Fantastic. And now we have a full set of Enclave Hellfire armor. We just need to repair the helmet, of course. And most importantly, the ported heavy Napalmer. This is one of the new weapons that this DLC adds. Obviously, it was previously released in the Creation Club content, but now this quest adds it in an organic way to the wasteland. Now, before we leave, we better explore the Enclave base. So this was the caravan that got destroyed by the Enclave, so we can go ahead and rob those. Now, each of the Enclave soldiers will drop plasma energy weapons along with a full set of combat armor. It will either be the standard, sturdy, or heavy combat armor, depending on your character level. Now, if you want a guide on how to 100% get heavy combat armor, I'll link my other video guide in the description below, because you can just get it and repaint it with the Enclave paint scheme. Not really much useful stuff in there though. And then we've got the guys we killed who have short plasma rifles. And then we've got this other soldier who has a fully upgraded automatic plasma rifle. Pretty good. Now that's a curious detail. If you look at the combat armor on this guy, it has the Enclave logo on it. But then if you actually look at it in the player's inventory, they've painted over the Enclave symbol. So I guess we can't join the Enclave. But when we put on the armor and actually wear it, you can see that Enclave symbol is there again. The heavy combat armor shoulder pieces also have the Enclave logo on, which is really cool. Obviously, the standard ones don't, though. Now, the first thing you guys are going to notice about the Enclave base is there's a bunch of new settlement stuff, which we actually can unlock during this quest. So let's come over to the terminal here and see what we can discover about their operations in the Commonwealth. Here we can find the Enclave orders for the Colonel's Eyes Only mission directive: recovery of valuable equipment from non-authorized personnel. Establish a discreet encampment in the AO and produce fortnightly reports to superiors regarding occurrences of note in the vicinity. 2. Identify locations of missing equipment via reconnaissance, torture, or any other known effective methods. 2B. On conclusion of the interaction with the general populace, dispose of them. 3. On identification of equipment locations, initiate recovery and dispose of any witnesses. And 5. Upon successful recovery of the equipment, return to field headquarters via homecoming beacon. Radio frequency enclosed in the terminal. Ooh. So we can download that homecoming frequency as well, which allows us to track them to the glowing sea. And if you actually have a look at the research they've done in the Commonwealth, we can see all of the stolen equipment listed here. The Hellfire Power Armor, Heavy Incinerator, Tesla Cannon, XO2 Power Armor, Fusion Cores, Plasma Weaponry, and Plasma Cartridges. So for example, the Plasma Cartridges mention who seem to have access to large quantities, and it also mentions the Brotherhood of Steel presence in the Commonwealth being noted, though they want to avoid confrontation with them. Obviously, before we go to the glowing sea, I want to transfer in the Enclave Hellfire Power Armor. And now we can go ahead and equip it all to the Power Armor frame. Now, obviously, this is the Enclave version of the Power Armor, but we can actually give it a paint job. So I'm going to do that before we show up at their base. If we go to Enclave Paint, we can change it to Brotherhood. If you paint all the pieces Brotherhood of Steel, it will increase the strength of the user. And it's the exact same thing for the Enclave as well. There's nothing unique there. Pretty awesome looking Hellfire Power Armor, isn't it? And now we need to go to the glowing sea. And obviously you will want Power Armor for this because it is extremely irradiated. Now, if I go to my radio signal and find the Enclave homing beacon, we should be able to tune into this. Okay, so it's a percentage thing. So basically, the closer I walk to the hidden location of the Enclave base, the closer we are to finding it. Apparently this is the correct way because the percentage is getting bigger. We're also going to be testing out the ported heavy Napalmer. Okay, let's fire. Oh yeah. Oh my god, we're deleting them. Wow, if you get a direct hit, it does a lot of damage. Does 125 physical and 117 energy. Oh, it sounds incredibly good. It really does. Boom. Look, I'm going to carpet bomb these ghouls. Get wrecked. I think the Atlantic office is where it is. Oh yeah, look. That is a Enclave soldier right there. I'm going to get my sniper rifle out and just shoot him right in the back of the head. Oh, he's got a Tesla cannon. Oh my god, he's sunbeaming me. Ah! I don't think he can... Oh, he can definitely see me now. Oh my god. So yeah, we've definitely found the Enclave base, that's for sure. I'm going to fire it through... Look at, I can see him through the window. Get wrecked. Okay, my bullets don't pass through the window, it seems. I'm going to try out the automatic plasma rifle, which obviously was in the game before. How do I even get in here? They've, like, fortified the entrances. Let me in! How do I get... Oh, look, the door's up there. I'm going to turn on my flashlight here. And we're going to go inside the balcony entrance. If I can fit under the door. Oh my god, it locked me in! Are you serious?
What just happened?
Ah! Ah! Oh my god, it does so much more damage, the energy weapon, to the Enclave Armor. Get wrecked, son. Rapid fire. Absolutely disintegrated. I kind of want that combat armor, though. And this Enclave soldier has the XO2 version of the armor. Also MK5 as well, which obviously we need to repair it, though. I don't know what I'm going to do with these Enclave tags. I don't know if they have any value. A night vision boosted plasma rifle, and they've got a weapons workbench here. They really were set up in the middle of the glowing sea. I think we can drop down there, but oh, I wanted to get to the terminal. We'll check it out after. Oh, he's discovered me. My god! Get wrecked, son! Oh, we better reload. Destroyed! Destroyed! It would have been cool to actually join them as a faction, but they're just, you know, they're completely aggressive. There's no voice acting added in that sense. We're working our way downwards into the compound. Oh my god! All the bottle caps. Oh, hello there. Didn't see you there. Oh my god, the fiery effect just deletes them, doesn't it? Boom. Melted into a gooey mess. I've never seen so many power armor sets in one location. It's actually great. All right, there's another door by the staircase we can go in. Ooh, hello. Press A to disarm. There we go. I've also got a missile launcher as well. Is that the Colonel? Get wrecked, son. Oh my god. Did you learn nothing? Uh-oh, I'm almost dead. Gonna have some Nuka-Cola and a stim pack to boost my health. And I'm dropping down here with my rocket launcher, ready to destroy. There's definitely still enemies down there. I just can't see where they are. This is the bottom of the elevator, which is actually stuck. There's also a terminal we can read in a moment. Oh, there's a few terminals. Now, you've obviously got the Enclave officer's uniform here and his password for the terminal. Now, the Enclave Colonel uniform gives me 50 damage resistance, and there's so many bottle caps and loots. They've actually got a whole terminal system here, but you can't interact. Right, let's check the terminal in this room then. This is the only one you can use, and we've got the password for it now. Are you clear to access the communications? If not, please report to your superior for immediate disciplinary action. Major, it has been duly noted the Commonwealth of Massachusetts has been identified as a viable location for a permanent base of operations. Should your current mission proceed without issue, we will allocate more resources to your mission. Okay, well, it's definitely had some issues. In the meantime, I recommend you identify locations that would be ideal for larger headquarters. It matters not if civilians currently reside within the potential premises. They can be removed. Current status. Major Elias. The field headquarters and encampment have been operational with minimal issue. Well, you're in the middle of the glowing sea. Equipment recovery has been proceeding at an acceptable pace, and I believe this pace could be accelerated if further personnel could be allocated to our current mission. Hellfire Power Armor findings. This explains that a member of the Forge uses the power armor matching the description, and it also says their location as well. Oh, encampment distribution. So there's actually several different encampments. Southern, eastern, and western. Additional encampments have been authorized. These sites will serve as staging locations for future exertions. Ensure they're adequately fortified and well equipped. So the southern encampment has been added to our map, and we can also see the equipment they have at these locations. The eastern ones also have more weaponry and equipment, and the southern one, let's end the lockdown at this location, and then we have an option to leave the building, but I'm aware there's still more enemies in here somewhere, right? Can we use the elevator now to get back upstairs? I believe we can. I can hear... There's more soldiers coming in. How dare you try and confront me? Oh my god, I accidentally killed both of them. What is this novice locked door? I can hear a vertibird outside. And I wasn't aware the Enclave even had vertibirds in the area. I guess they must have got here somehow. Jesus. That must be the guy with the Tesla cannon. Shoot him in the kneecaps. Oh my god, there's a mine. It's gonna go off. Why won't you die? Wait, is he getting out of his power armor? What are you doing, you idiot? What is your game plan? His power armor's absolutely fine. Why did he get out of it? He's got a Tesla cannon. Oh my god, yes. Oh, it looks beautiful. Look at it. Oh my god, is that an enemy vertibird? One sec, we need to... So this apparently is a Enclave vertibird, which is pretty awesome to see. It's even got the Enclave minigun on the side of it. Enclave power armored troops actually using the miniguns. And the pilot is just in a hazmat suit. Let's try it out. Oh, get wrecked. Wow, okay. Are they just all dead? Holy mo... Oh no, there's a deathclaw down there killing them. How perfect is that? Mythic deathclaw doesn't stand a chance. Wow. There's also a fusion core up here powering this entire building. Get wrecked, son! Alright, let's go and see if we can find any survivors from this crash. Ooh, this is the heavy Napalmer, another one, which we can obviously give to our follower. They probably destroy themselves. And he's got the Hellfire Armor Set. I really want to see the pilot. So if this is the back end of the vertibird, that's the front end over there. Yeah, he seems to have been obliterated though. Oh my god, I think I've found him, guys. Here he is. What do you have? Enclave tags and a hazmat suit, nothing unique. Don't forget that even though the quest is over, we still have all of the Enclave encampment locations that we can get some exclusive loot from. So you'll see Sanctuary is over here on the top left of the map, and then all the way to the east, you're going to find the Western Enclave encampment, now marked on your map. The next one is going to be located all the way on the eastern coast. And then the southern one is located all the way on the south edge of the map, just over here. So we'll be starting at the western one first. Now, once you first arrive at this location, the Enclave will probably be defending their base of operations. Once you actually arrive at the Enclave base, though, there's a couple of turrets defending it, which are pretty easy to dispatch. Things get a lot more interesting once you come over to the terminal and take a read about what they were doing here. Apparently, their orders were to establish a field encampment within the cliffs to the west, and then prepare and release iBots to dispense Enclave materials and propaganda. Now, just to the right of the desk here, you're going to find the Enclave Enrichment Manual. This permanently unlocks the Enclave paint job for your power armor, and it also allows you to build the Enclave flag and crates at the settlement workshops, which we'll take a look at in a moment. There's also a laser pistol under the desk here. If we look on the table, you'll find one of the iBots that they were working on. And of course, they're also well stocked with tons of fusion cores and even a Gatling laser. Next from here, we can go to the Eastern Enclave encampment, which is almost on the coastline of the Commonwealth. Here, not too far from the bypass, we can find another Enclave Enclave encampment. But just what exactly were the Enclave doing in this location? You're going to find 2 heavily armored Enclave soldiers at this next location to take out, as well as another one in XO2 armor. And then if you head over to the desk area, you're going to find another entrenchment manual, which will unlock the ability to build the Enclave laser turret and Enclave comm tower at a settlement. Their orders were to establish a field encampment within the northern sector and analyze the viability of local flora. And if we look over at the desk here, we'll find a blowtorch with a bunch of corn that looks extremely irradiated. Once we're done at this location, it's time to go all the way to the south edge of the map, where we're going to find the southern Enclave encampment just here. Now, curiously, the Enclave have built their encampment on the edges of the swampland. We're going to find out what they're doing here in a moment, but one really interesting thing happened. The Brotherhood of Steel actually flew directly over the Enclave camp, and the Enclave, who had been given orders to obviously not attack the Brotherhood, didn't attack them. And the Brotherhood, who definitely spotted them, just didn't seem to interact with them at all. Oh my god! What is happening? He's trying to escape. So here we are at the southern encampment after I've defeated everybody. And it looks like they've been doing some kind of research on Mirelurks. We have the Mirelurk eggs and meat at the side here. And there's also a caged glowing Mirelurk from the swampland nearby. And if we take a look on this terminal, we'll see what they were actually doing here. According to their orders, they were to establish an encampment in the northern marsh and sequester Mirelurks in the area to produce DNA samples. There's also an option to control the cell door for the glowing Mirelurk, so we can actually go ahead and open that. Is he actually hostile? Hello? Ah! Okay, he's dead now. And we find some surgical equipment with a Mirelurk hatching. And don't forget to loot the enrichment manual on the side here. This will allow you to build Enclave barricades at the settlement workshop. So now if you go to any settlement and come to your workshop and press A, you can then scroll all the way to the right hand side and there's a Creation Club section. And inside here, you'll find the Enclave Faction items, which has a very fried Enclave emblem. And then there's the Enclave American flag too. So we have several different forms of Enclave barricades that we can now build. Some of them have ramps. There's also lots of variations of these walls depending what you're looking to build. Some of the objects will actually snap onto one another as well, which is kind of nice. And while a bit fiddly, it is possible to mount the turrets on top. You can build Enclave laser turrets or Enclave heavy laser turrets, which deal more damage. Then we also get access to the Enclave crates as well, which we can use as storage. And then of course we have the Enclave communications tower, which is going to require power to actually function. And when you activate it, these little blue lights come on, but I don't actually know what it does when you do that. So now you can build your own Enclave encampment. It would have been even cooler if you could have joined the Enclave faction though. And you would have also unlocked an Enclave paint scheme for each of your power armors, but also a bunch of different weapons in Fallout 4 as well, which you can now apply to your weapons at the weapon workbench. Now it's important to note that if you do find the Enclave XO2 Power Armor or the Hellfire Power Armor at level 1, it's going to be the weaker version of the armor, but don't worry, you can actually upgrade it at any time all the way to the MK6 version of the armor set, which will then make it the best power armor in the entire game. Now if you want to get the best upgrades for the weapons we found, this is what you're going to do next. Now if you're wondering if you can upgrade the ported heavy napalmer, you actually can. So we have the napalm canisters, which can be changed back to standard canisters so it does less damage. The long barrel, which gives it that crazy range, can also be reduced to a shorter barrel. The standard propellant tank though can be upgraded to a large propellant tank, which actually increases the ammo capacity. You can also add a shield on the front of it, which makes you immune yourself to being set on fire. Then we have the ported nozzle, which is already applied to the weapon, which reduces the rate of fire but gives it better damage. I'd say this is definitely worth it instead of the standard one. So as you can see on the napalmer, max capacity in our ammunition is now 12 instead of 6. And especially with the shield, that obviously stops you setting yourself on fire. If you fire directly under yourself though, the explosion radius will still hit you, which is the physical damage component, not the energy damage one. Next we have the Tesla cannon. Wow, that looks pretty powerful. My god, that settler didn't stand a chance. How about you? Wow. Oh my god. Jesus. Do I even need to reload this thing? Look at them all coming at me thinking they can take me on. I pity the fools. Wow, she's dead. I mean, look at that. It looks so cool. I love it. And the electric shocks that come out of the blast after you fire are really cool. So here we have the Tesla Cannon Assembler. This can actually be improved to the Tesla Beaten Assembler. This fires a Tesla effect that distributes through nearby enemies like a chain. So there's a group of settlers over there. I'm going to fire it into one of them and we'll see how far it spreads. They're all dead almost. It literally jumps to at least 2 or 3 people nearby. So if I fire it at this guy, all 3 of those people die, apart from Piper. She can't die. But I actually think it's worse than the current version, which is an explosive Tesla shot that does like area of effect damage. Then you can also change the standard barrel. So these 2 are the same as the bottom 2, but they're just improved versions. So then you have the improved jury-rigged beam focuser, which increases the accuracy so it's better at long range. Improved beat-on amplified lens gives you exceptional damage, but worse accuracy and recoil. So it's just not very good at range, but in my opinion, this is the best option. And then we have a receiver option, and there are a bunch of different options here. But I recommend you go all the way to the bottom to the triple resonant wave oscillator, which just gives you superior damage. Now, if you're watching this video at a low level, I'd highly recommend getting the heavy combat armor by watching this video over here. And if you do that, you can then just repaint it with the Enclave armor skins at the armor workbench.